Are you ready for today's blessing? I think we all want to be trusted with more. We want to walk in all that God has destined for us. We want to be ready when God's timing takes us to a higher level. We know that God said that if we're faithful in the small things, He'll entrust greater things to us. And we want to do our very best with what we have now. So how can we be sure that we're being responsible in our small things? How can we know that we're on a path of advancement? How can we know that we're being faithful at our most basic level so that God can bless us with more? You might be surprised to know that it doesn't start with your current job or even your current ministry. It starts with your bank account. Jesus says so in Luke 16, verses 10 and 11. One who is faithful in very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in very little is also dishonest in much. If then you have not been faithful in unrighteous wealth, who will entrust to you the true riches? I'm not saying you need to chase money, or that you need a certain amount of wealth to be used by God. I'm saying God wants you to demonstrate that you can handle the money that He's already blessed you with first. In fact, you can't move into the greater things until you've got your credit card under control. Until you aren't spending more each month than what you take in. Until you're getting rid of debt instead of racking it up. Until you can freely tithe and live off the other 90%. Until you've learned wise financial principles. Until your money is working for you and is just a tool you use rather than your goal. God says if you can't handle your bank account balance, you won't be able to manage the greater things that He has in store for you. Money is just the lowest thing that He wants you to learn to manage. And most people can't even accomplish that. God has true riches, things better than money, things that matter for eternity, that He wants you to manage. God's goal isn't for you to be rich. God wants you to see that He has better things for you than being rich. But that all starts with properly handling the money you have right now. So are you ready for tomorrow's blessing? Jesus finishes that paragraph in my Bible with these words: you cannot serve God and money. That means until your money is serving you, you can't serve God. Until your money is working for you, you can't do work for God. If you can't control your spending, God can't have control of you. Money is just something temporary. God wants you to focus on the things that matter for eternity. This has been Luke Taylor. Whatever you're doing today, look at it with an eternal perspective.